guys, I have such a great recipe to share with you today. It's fun, it's delicious, and it's easy. They're my beef and cheese ravioli pies. They're like ravioli because it's meat and cheese stuffed into a pocket, but I use pie crust and I bake the individual pies in the oven so you eat them with your hands, dunk them in warm tomato sauce. The whole family goes crazy. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, first we start with the ground meat. This is a ½ pound of lean ground beef that I've already browned in the pan, and now we're gonna start to season it up. So I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon about of black pepper. I've got dried oregano. I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano. It's in my hand. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rub there to get the oils released. I'm going to add, I'm measuring in my hand as I usually do, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to give that a nice toss so I get the beef coated with all of the seasoning. You could do this while it's still browning on the stove, but I like to just pull it off the stove and kind of dump and stir. Okay, next I'm going to add cream cheese. I know this sounds kind of weird, but ricotta might be the traditional ravioli filling, but I just like to try different things, and this makes that creamy texture. Plus, not everybody likes ricottas, I've learned, so I like to try to find alternatives. So give this a nice little mix till it's nice and blended. The meat's all coated with the cream cheese. So now I just add a ½ cup of shredded mozzarella cheese and about a tablespoon of grated Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna put more Parmesan cheese on top. So just kind of blend this together. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's gonna get nestled into a pocket. Just incorporate everything. Okay, the filling is ready. I'll show you how to make the pockets. Start by unrolling a refrigerated pie crust onto your work surface. We're gonna use both that come in the box. You get 2 9-inch crusts. And then I have a 3-inch cutter here. It's for muffins and cookies. And I'm just gonna go around and cut a bunch of circles all the way around. Okay, I'm cutting the last circle out here. And I'm gonna do both pie crusts, and in between you can grab the scraps, re-roll them, and make more circles. And I'm gonna do that. There, I've re-rolled the scraps. Now I'll cut some more circles. Make sure that you roll the scraps out to the same thickness as the first batch. And we'll just keep plugging away until we have all the scraps and both crusts finished. Now I've got a board full of circles. I'll show you how to make the ravioli pies. So you take your meat filling, put it right in the middle of one of the circles, and you take the second circle, press it over top, and if you overstuff, you'll know it because the filling will start to come out the sides, then just take a little bit out. Just press down gently to seal the edges. Grab my fork and give it a nice little crimp around the edges. This makes a really pretty edge, plus it seals the 2 pie crusts together. All right, I'll keep making them. Finishing up my last little ravioli pie. Get those edges nice and sealed. Okay. Now you want to go through and give a little bit of a prick on the top of each one to allow steam to escape while they bake. I think it looks really pretty too. Looks like a real little pie. Okay, now you want to take a little dish of water and just give, we're doing this so we have some glue for some Parmesan cheese. So I've got that a little bit wet, and then a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Finishing up the last one. These get transferred to a foil-lined baking sheet and get popped in the oven. They're all lined up on the baking sheet that I've coated with a little cooking spray. So now the oven's preheated to 375 degrees and these are going in until they're golden brown. Check this out, ravioli pies after 15 minutes. I'll show you how I like to plate it. I like to start with warm tomato sauce right in the middle of my dish. And then I nestle the ravioli pies all around while they're still warm, not too hot to touch. You can just dunk them right in and get going. Wouldn't this be great for a party too? Little handheld treats for family and friends. Beautiful. So there you have it, beef and cheese ravioli pies. I hope you make them, you will love them. And if you're short on time, you can totally prep them a day ahead, keep them in the refrigerator, and then bake them just before serving. Get them out of the oven nice and warm. Everybody's gonna love them. So I have a lot more for you. Please come back and I'll see you next time.